have more biscuits. Blah, 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 because it's better for your digestion. Blah, 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 blah. So it's helping each other out. It's not what happens because of sickness. And when there's some fat motherfuckers threatening to fucking rape me, and they're already trying to cut off Ingercopp's feet, and they're Canadian, I don't give a shit anymore. When Gita wants to see my legs and they're not shaven, I just throw them on his desk. That's the sauce, the sex of it all.
Hey, Daryl.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's so elegant, right?
Amber told Buddy's Buddy's guarding Amber.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why, but it's like Dawn rushing in, Keeper came.
Well, I don't feel well. Like
Yeah. And
it's growling at everybody today.
but he's guarding.
And you know, sorry.
Just because he growled. Like,
The first time I've ever heard him growl when somebody came in. He went to go after Keeper
if he was
too.
growling at Keeper or growling at Dawn. Because kind of the two things happened at once. It could have been because Dawn's energy was way out there.
Well, yeah. And Noelle was basically my fucking mirror reflection. I didn't understand there's a mirror there. She's a nice girl and she's cussing everybody out and everyone's threatening her. That's threatening when you're at work and you're working hard and things never go fucking right and you're doing everything right and correct. It's your right to fucking scream and say I'm gonna kill a fucking baby if you want to. But please don't, not mine, not any of them. Like, that's why I just let Logan scream. And I didn't even have that in my mind when he was going through his stressful fucking times. I wasn't thinking like, well, I'm gonna do it so he can do it. No, I was like writing something for Northern Health, and I was just about to read my speech, and Logan's screaming. I just fucking stressed out, and everything sucks. I just let him. And I haven't picked up that speech. It's in the file folder at work. It's mine. You can't have it. Anyway, so I took on a little bit of a stress, and I said that all my friends, and I only had 2 that weren't related. I was like, I can't remember which ones weren't related right now. They always liked my brothers. Maybe go for that. Look at them. And things are turning for the better, but I need to get refocused when the time comes. I'm fucking stressed out. My daughter is sick, and everyone is uncalled for when they're sick. Because it's a whole other stress on top of the stress that you already had. And it doesn't let the other stress go away, even if you avoid it. And stress just gathers. So anyway, I love my daughter, though. We had a good visit yesterday. But, like, really? That's why it's, like, highly alarming when the kids say they hate their mom. I would never turn on her, but I turn to her, but she's dead. So I think just, like, what if I needed to fucking do something? I wasn't fucking paying attention. They remember her, supposedly. No, they don't, though. Your mom was very sick, and she wore a lot of makeup that looked amazing. But she did, because she was very sick. She had, like, sunspots that were turning into ulcers. And she died. And she might have been a little malicious, but I remember Cohen worked for his grandpa. I think her dad passed away, too. But he used to work for his grandpa. He made some money, and he bought the adults alcohol. And he felt so tough, and now he says, I just wish I would have taken back the fucking alcohol. Soon want to make him pay me back for the alcohol. I'm like, yeah, I get that. Like, he's holding on to shit because none of her friends ever come to visit. And I was like, well, your friend's mom was her friend. That's one, and that's the only one I really approved of anyway, Cohen. Oh. I was like, it's not generally a good idea to buy alcohol for people. I made that mistake too, and it wasn't thrown in my face, so I'm okay, but like somebody thrown in your face. He's like, kinda, sorta. It's just like death is in my face. And I'm like, yeah, I don't feel well. And then he started really collapsing. That's when we had to call the ambulance for Cohen. And, yeah. Gita did ask me. He's like, you had 6 or more broken bones and injuries. How'd you do it? And I was like, birch leaf tea from the birch tree in the backyard. One with the least amount of bugs. He's like, oh, just one leaf? I was like, for like a pot. I had like 2 handfuls of leaves. And I wanted to boil it first, and usually that's what I did. Then we got this one pot. I don't think, oh, it's right there. Just I was gonna say that, I don't think we had it anymore, but it's like really thick stainless steel, so you can just boil the shit out of the water and pour it in there, and it keeps the heat really well, so it actually steeps it. Yeah, but I didn't really get away with that, and the way they were treating me was just malicious. I wasn't gonna judge them. Then I started wanting to call the police because I was being aggressive. I'm like, I'm trying to fucking leave. But then you tell me there's tests coming. And then you say that the cough hasn't been there for 6 months. So the test isn't coming. The cough has been there for more than 6 months, the tests are faulty. My ankle is broken. I came in because my ankle is broken. And you asked me if I wanted to treat the ankle or the cough. I said the fucking ankle so it gets rid of the cough. And then you questioned me and looked at me like the kook that you are. Like, how do you know these types of things? So I drown him in a puddle of like, well, the chick that looked at me weird. I stuck an IV in her brain and dripped saline into her brain, and I let her die slowly and answer all their questions, and I didn't know this was happening, and I just fucking ransacked the emergency room because they're fucking Middle Easterns, and Gita warned me about these types of things, and that he's had to do it lots too, trying to get help for himself. It's just all of a sudden they're fucking idiots, and they're argumentative idiots. I get away with it. That's why you think it's weird. And that didn't happen. But it's so fucking true. That's why I get so nervous when we send a kid to the fucking hospital. They usually have a secret method they'll all come out of hiding and do their best, and a lot of them die and go like, a bunch of them died, in the hospital from a shooting. And I'm surprised they fucking told you that, but now what I get on my pants, Jam?